What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of our YouTube channel. My name is Diego, your host, and today we are gonna be talking about why I left Keller Williams to go into Realty of America, and why this opportunity for us as a team, for me, was incredible. So let's get to it. I have been a realtor for the past 10 years. I got my license in 2014 and I began doing it part-time. I joined Keller Williams because some of my mentors were part of Keller Williams, and some of my mentors even owned regions of Keller Williams. And throughout that time, it was incredible. I was doing it part-time for about 2 years or a year and a half. I got my license in April 2014 and I left corporate America on August 31st, 2015. And from that, I was able to leave my job working as a software developer at General Motors and go all into real estate. Now, the way that I grew my business too, the reason why I left is because I found a mentor, Victor Nino, and we partnered up on the deals and he became my mentor so that I could gain a lot of experience. Now, in 2020, we began working together officially in 2015. But in 2019, my story as a real estate investor, as a DACA recipient, got featured on Bigger Pockets, one of the largest real estate podcasts. And that made my story go a little bit viral. So in 2020, we officially started a team. We had Andres Bustamante, he gave me a call and I identified a lot of myself in him because he was just starting out. He was 22 or 23 years old and he was gonna be buying his first house hack. So then I told Victor, I'm like, my gosh, he's licensed, he has a great future, hear his story. And with all of that, we started a team. Now, fast forward 4-5 years later, we now have a team of around 17 agents. In 2024, we sold over 300 homes. We helped over 300 families and sold $114 million here in Austin, Texas. We were the number one team in our Keller Williams Market Center in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. And last year, we could have been, again, number one, but we transitioned and we left Keller Williams. We went from Keller Williams to what is Realty of America. And today, I'm gonna be sharing why we left to join this new company, this opportunity. Realty of America launched at a NAREP event in San Diego in September of 2024. And what is interesting about this is that the CEO, Eddie Garcia, he is the owner, or used to be the owner of Realty of Chicago. Realty of Chicago has around 550 agents, and he decided to let go of that brand, Realty of Chicago, to create Realty of America. Now, being part of Realty of America, when we had that vision, he reached out to one of the most successful realtors that he knows, and that was Mark Dimas. He sold a little bit over 3,200 homes, just a little bit under $1 billion in volume in 1 year, which is crazy. As I mentioned earlier, my team sells around 100 million. His team sold almost $1 billion, 10 times that. So what ended up happening? Once Eddie Garcia shared the vision with Mark Dimas, then they reached out to Victor Nino, who happens to be my business partner. From there, they told me about this opportunity and we started working together along 3 or 4 other people to what is now called Realty of America. Why did I say yes to this opportunity? After being number one in our Keller Williams office of over 500 agents, after being we've been able to have a lot of awards, being number one, a lot of really good stuff, right, within Keller Williams. But we decided to leave because of a couple of things. Number one, we felt that we had already been tapped in our office and we wanted to go into somewhere where there were top producers all over the US that we could grow. Number two, this company is a revenue share company. Keller Williams for us was a profit share company. This means that if you attract somebody into Keller Williams, you get paid a little bit if there's profit of that market center. With Realty of America, you get paid of the revenue of the company. So we'll share a little bit more about that. But I'm a big believer, if you guys seen my YouTube channel for some time, I'm a big believer in what I call active income and passive income. You need to have both. So here's the thing. Being a realtor is great because you make active income. A couple of years ago, in 2020 or 2021, I sold over 50 homes, 56 homes one year, 52 homes the next year. And this was just by myself. And now we have the team, of course, but we're only as good as our last deal as a realtor. Now, what ended up happening is once I found out about revenue share, that's when I began to look at this and be like, wow, this is a great opportunity, because as we are succeeding as a realtor, selling homes and helping families, other people will begin to be like, oh my gosh, Diego, you're doing such a good job. I want to be a realtor too. What can I do to get started? Can you teach me? Can you mentor me? And I would say yes, for sure. And I was able to get like over 10 agents into Keller Williams, and that was great. But then now with revenue share, just in my second month of revenue share, I made $5,800. My second month of being in this company. So it is amazing. Now, of course, the main reason why we joined Realty of America was so that we can, number one, be surrounded with other top producers and continue to learn from those top producers. Because I'm a big believer that here within this company, as top producers join, because that's what began to happen, we have in about 3 months, we hit over 1,200 agents signed up, onboarded, with 1,000 more waiting to get onboarded. And our goal for 2025 is to attract 5,000 agents into the company. What's amazing about this too is that in the first month of revenue share, over $150,000 went back to the agents. Now, you might say, okay, Diego, tell me a little bit more about Realty of America, the caps, the splits, all of that stuff. So here was the great thing about this too, is that the splits is an 85-15, 85% going to the agent, 15 going to ROA, Realty of America, from the commission, with a cap of $14,000 a year. So this means that if I sell a home and the commission is $10,000, $8,500 goes to me if I haven't capped, and $1,500 from the cap goes to ROA. That is the split. When you join Realty of America, there is a $199 sign-up fee. Then for the transactions, as you're going through your splits, you pay a $50 errors and omission insurance fee. Then as you're capping, you don't pay any transaction fees. This is what's so good about this opportunity, is that with Realty of America, there is no monthly fees. What happens then? Your first 3 transactions, they are going to charge $250 for a total of $750 for the technology fee. Again, there are no monthly fees, but you do pay $250 only 3 times in your first 3 transactions for the technology that Realty of America is giving you. There are other companies that do charge $80 or $125, whatever, monthly, whether you sell a house or not. With Realty of America, you don't have to pay anything monthly or any tech fees or anything if you don't sell your 3 homes. Here's the other cool part about this, is that there are no other fees as you're capping. And then once you cap the next 20 transactions, there's a transaction fee of $250. And after those 20 transactions, it goes down, the transaction fee goes down to $125. And then after 40 of those, then you're only paying $75 for the transaction as a transaction fee, plus of course the $50 errors and omission insurance. Now, that is as far as it goes for any fees or the splits, but that is as you're making your active income. But the revenue share part, this for us, for me, as I transition into this new company, was amazing. And here it is. As Realty of America, 62% of that $14,000 cap goes back to the agents, which is what's so good. This means, and I'll share a little bit on the levels, Realty of America will pay you on 5 levels as you attract other agents into Realty of America. Now, why is this so good? Is that you are making income as you're attracting people 5 levels deep. And here's the best thing about this is that once you get to a certain number, and I'll share more on that, but the number is 23, Michael Jordan's number. Once you get to number 23 in your first line, you open infinity levels. So this is what it means. If you attract somebody in your first line, you are going to make up to $3,500 per agent as they are capping, which is 25% of the cap. Then, once you recruit 3 agents on your first line, you open up level 2. Level 2, you're gonna be making 15% of that $14,000 cap once somebody in your front line is able to attract somebody else on their first line that becomes your second line into the company. So without getting into the nitty-gritty of all the numbers, I'll share this. On your first level, you can make up to $3,500 or 25% of that $14,000 cap as the agent is capping. On level 2, you make $2,100 or 15% for everybody that's on your level 2. Number 3, you make 10% or $1,400 of that cap. Number 4, once you open up level 4, you get $700 as the agents are capping. And number 5, you get $700 on level 5. And then, as I mentioned, once you get to 23 agents, you will get $70 or 0.5% for every agent in your downline, in your organization. This is the first company ever to do this. It is amazing. So, as I mentioned, the first level, you make 25% of the 14,000. Level 2, you make 15%. Level 3, you make 10%. Level 4, you make 5%. Level 5, you make 5% of that $14,000. So it's amazing if you're able to attract other people as you are selling homes. Maybe you have family members that want to get their license, friends. It just happens. A lot of people want to get their license, and as they see you succeed, you can bring them into this amazing opportunity. So that is what's so good on the revenue share part of Realty of America and why we made that switch. Now, what happens next? You also are going to be able to get what they call RSUs, which is basically like stocks, but we cannot use the word stocks or shares because the company is not public yet. But the goal is to go public in 3 years. And when that happens, the stocks that the agents are getting as they are capping, as they sell their first home, as they attract other people into this opportunity, you will be able to get those as shares later so that becomes basically equity that you have on the company. So one of the cool parts about this too is that we become owners of Realty of America. And that is what's so good is that in other companies, 90% of agents out there are renters from their real estate brokerage. But at this company, at Realty of America, we become owners. And that is what's so good about this. As the company grows, as more agents join us, our equity continues to grow, the stocks will continue to grow, and this is going to be an amazing opportunity for everybody. Now, here's the thing. It took multiple years for EXP to get to 1,000 agents. It took Real multiple years to get to 1,000 agents. We were able to get to 1,000 agents on day 1. And that is what's so good. People, top producers are joining Real Estate of America, and it's growing every single day. Right now, here's what's crazy is that we opened up in less than 5 states in September of 2024. And we were able to get to over 1,000 agents that even signed up. Now we have over 1,000 agents as we've opened up different states waiting to be onboarded. And this is just the beginning. There is power in being at this type of company at the ground floor. And this is why we left Keller Williams as the #1 team of our market center. number 12 in the state of Texas, and number 14th on the NAREP list. We left Keller Williams to go into Real Estate of America. And the reasons why are because wanting to surround ourselves with other top producers. Number 2, wanting to be part of revenue share company. And number 3, be able to have ownership in Realty of America. If you are wanting to get more information about this, because as I share this, we are open in multiple states and we're gonna be open many more this year in 2025. So if you are interested in maybe me mentoring you about Realty of America, mentoring you on your realtor business, because I've been able to mentor dozens of realtors, not only in my team, but dozens of realtors all over the US. So if you want to, number 1, learn about Realty of America, and number 2, get mentorship by me as a realtor, so you can grow your portfolio, so that you can grow your real estate business, your realtor business, we are here to help, and we will help you. Just like we've helped multiple agents. Some of the agents in my team already have become millionaires, which is amazing. And we want to do the same for other people and be able to make this new opportunity of Realty of America the dream that other people could wish they had as the part of the revenue share, because that is great passive income. Now, of course, you have to mentor other people, you have to be there and support, but that is what's so great about this culture, is that we're here to help everybody grow and see everybody succeed. So if you're interested, let me know, send me a DM at Real Diego Corzo, or send me an email to info@diegocorzo.com, and I'll be able to share more information with you about Realty of America. Take care. See you on the next video.